In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, dear grade 9 students, welcome back to your El Mansour online school. Today we are going to continue what we have talked about before, about the past perfect and its relation to the past simple and the conjunctions related to these two tenses. I had eaten my breakfast before I went to school. As you know, that the past perfect is an action that happened in the past before another one. So the past perfect I had eaten happened before the past simple I went to school. So I had eaten my breakfast before I went to school. So eating came in the first place, huh, and then going to school. I had eaten my breakfast before I went to school. How do we use the past perfect tense? The past perfect tense expresses action in the past before another one. The train left at 9 a.m. We arrived at 9:15. So what happened first? The train left. What happened after it? We arrived. So when we arrived, the train had left. So the train left first, then we arrived. After the train had left, we arrived. As soon as the train had left, we arrived. Before we arrived, the train had left. By the time we arrived, the train had left. Okay, the Titanic had received many warnings before hit the iceberg. What happened first? Receiving many warnings. So, receiving many warnings happened before hitting or crashing into the iceberg. I had already eaten when my friend stopped by visit. So, first eating, then visiting. To talk about a past action that ended before another action. So, the past perfect happened before the past simple. The film had started before we arrived. We arrived after the film had started. As soon as the film had started, we arrived. By the time we arrived, the film had started. We also use the past perfect to show the cause of a past action. Pay attention that because and but are always followed by the past perfect. Why? Because the reason always happens before the result. So, what is the reason? I hadn't slept well. This is the reason. Huh. And what is the effect or what is the result? I was tired on Monday. So I was tired on Monday because I hadn't slept well that night. In fact, we have some conjunctions or some linking words like when, after, before, as soon as, by the time, and we will discuss together the tenses that follow each one of them. By the time I got home, my mother had already prepared dinner. So my mom prepared dinner before I got home. He came to my house, past perfect. I had already eaten. I had already left. So what action happened first? Yes, I had already left. And what action that happened after it? He came to my house. So after I had already left, he came to my house. After I had already left, he came to my house. Huh, before he came to my house, I had already left. He came to my house after I had already left. Yes. Past perfect. Had plus past participle. Past simple. This is the second form of the verb or the past form of the verb. He came to my house. This is okay. This is the past simple. He came to my house where the past perfect I had already left. So he came to my house after I had already left. After is followed by the past perfect. After is followed by the first action. Okay? After he had taken the music lesson, he made a telephone call. So what is the first action? Yes, taking music lessons. And what action happened first? Happened second? Receiving a telephone call. So after he had taken his music lesson, he made a telephone call. After past perfect and the second clause is past simple. What had Ali done before he went finishing? He went fishing. Ali had repaired his car. This is the first action. Before he went fishing. Use after. After Ali had repaired his car, he went fishing. As soon as Ali had repaired his car, he went fishing. By the time equals before. So by the time he went fishing, he had repaired his car. After as soon as is always followed by the past perfect and the second clause is past simple. Before and by the time. Past simple, past perfect. Here we have some examples, and I'm going to let you just 20 seconds to think about them. Use after and before. Excellent. After I had finished my work, I watched TV. What about before? Before I watched TV, I had finished my work. Eat breakfast, go to school. Use by the time. So by the time I went to school, I had eaten my breakfast because eating breakfast comes in the first place. So by the time I went to school, I had eaten my breakfast. As soon as I had eaten my breakfast, I went to school. Used by the time and as soon as. Which action happened first? The thief escaped. Which action happened next? Yes, police arrive. So, by the time the police arrived, the thief had escaped. As soon as the thief had escaped, the police arrived. By the time the police arrived, the thief had escaped. As soon as the thief had escaped, the police arrived. So it is correct to say after he had finished the meeting, he made a telephone call. So what action happened first? Yes, having a meeting. And what action happened first? Making a call for. Okay, the structure of the past perfect is had plus past participle, and the structure of the past simple is the second form of the verb or the past form of the verb. I wish you enjoyed our session today. See you later. Good luck and goodbye.